Los Angeles Rams are world champions. A Lombardi trophy for Los Angeles.
This guy, man, you're like a
Romulator. Mount.
Look at this guy, man. You're like a star now. The Rams won the Super Bowl.
Look at this side.
And of course, here he comes. Listen, is he smoking a cigar? He's really gonna. What? Oh my God! Yes, Rudy. Oh, jeez.
Amelia, how are you?
Larry, how you doing, brother? How you doing? Kev.
His own channel right now. So we got a little dual screen going right now. Look at Ramelia. Ramelia with the Rams shirt. Look at that.
I gotta put a stop to it. Ayuka's no Isaac Bruce. Let me just start there. Not even close. Bang Escalator Crew jerseys that they lost in the championship game. That's what when you wear those jerseys, just so you know, that's what we're thinking when we see it. We picture you guys going down the escalator in defeat in the NFC Championship. Escalator gang! Bang bang! Bang bang Escalator gang, baby!
Rams house, like I said, anywhere is Rams house. We can't over freaking Santa Clara, that's what it's called. It don't matter because we got came out with good.
The Ramelia Sports Report is now live.
What is up, my Ramelia? Fans of the defending NFC West champion Rams, I hope everyone's having a great Monday. It's on a short week. Sorry for the unannounced live. Not much time before the game. I'm looking forward to the game. The Rams are pretty healthy, unlike our little brothers in Santa Clara. And that's unfortunate, but it is what it is, man. Hold on. I put the wrong. Hold on. I just noticed I put the wrong. Hold on. There we go. Okay. So the wrong script going across. So the Rams are about as healthy as we've been in a while. Alaric Jackson has held up, knock on wood, sign of the cross. Puka Nacua hurt his thumb, but he was fine in the game, unstoppable. Matthew Stafford's back is holding up. I really think that his back was bothering him against the Eagles. He missed some easy throws that he normally gets, but we still should have blew them out. Blake Corum, this last game, coming off of a bad catching game. I mean, he had Ben Skoranek hands out there, hands of stone. But he's running the ball good. The Rams were very fortunate against the Colts for once. We've been having our own problems with horrible referee calls when we have a big play, calling us for something, doing bonehead plays where against the Eagles, Colton Shelton grabbing a guy by his legs, and that takes 7 points off the board. Not being able to block on two field goal kicks for the win, one to extend the lead for 9 against the Eagles, and then the other one to win at the end. Wasting a vintage Matthew Stafford fourth quarter fourth quarter comeback. Tutu Atwell. Remember, we kept saying, Tutu, where are you? Tutu, where are you? Tutu Kachu, where are you? We used Tutu Atwell to the house, baby. Touchdown. We were very fortunate against the Colts for, like I mentioned, the guy dropped the ball. He was fumbling, mumbling right before the end zone. You got to hold the ball. But listen, we've had our own mishaps and unlucky stuff. So it is what it is. Finally, the Lady Luck shined on us. Luck be a lady tonight, and we got it. So we'll take it. The Rams are 3-1. Very, very, very easily could be 4-0. But we couldn't score touchdowns in Philadelphia, and it's our fault. Like I told you guys before, the only team that can beat us is us. We can beat ourselves. We'd have no problem beating ourselves by not using Puka Nacua more, by Matthew Stafford not getting protection by the offensive line, not running the ball when you need to run the ball. Let's see, being conservative on offense instead of putting your foot on the pedal. Playing prevent defense, allowing the Eagles tight end to run right up the middle and get an easy touchdown to get them back in the game. Not blocking on field goals, stuff like that. This team is poised to win the Super Bowl this year, and then this is how I picture it: the Rams get better as we go. Teams will make themselves seen. The Eagles are struggling at times. Saquon Barkley is not the same Saquon Barkley as he was last year. That's what we're hearing, but we learned how to corral him, contain him. We'll be getting Witherspoon back by the time we play them in the playoffs again or later on in the year. We'll have him back, but then he'll be there for the playoffs. Hopefully, we'll have a big cornerback to put on A.J. Brown. That was the main thing. We got these little guys, but we're not even double teaming them. Still, we should have had that game. But you're just looking over if I was to tell you, the first 4 games will be 3-1. We take it, right? We love 4-0, but we take it, right? The other thing too is the teams in front of us. We're all the same record except for the Arizona Cardinals. And the Arizona Cardinals, they always seem to be picking up the back, and they can be dangerous, but they can't. They're not there yet. So, and then those ugly, hideous uniforms, the sharded uniforms that they have. I don't know what the heck that was the other day. But yeah, so everything's looking on the up. I really think, and we'll get into it, but I really think that the Rams are going to sweep the Niners again this year. We swept them last year. I called it. This year, they're very beat up. Brock Purdy is this close to being benched for the game. He came in and he couldn't, Toby Bryan over there with his toe. Let's see. Mac Jones is beat up too, but he's more healthier than Brock Purdy. I want to know who's the Niners. And I'm not wishing for this. Don't get me wrong. I'm just kind of making light of it. Who's the Niners QB3? Because they might need them, man. This defensive line, the return of the fearsome foursome is not messing around. And Brock Purdy, if he can't use his feet, he's going to be a sitting duck, right? And Mac Jones is already statuesque. So who's the third quarterback? I mean, it's going to be like it could be like the Philadelphia Eagles championship game when they were going through all the Niners quarterbacks. They knocked Purdy out, and then here comes what was the guy's name? I can't remember. The backup quarterback. They were just we don't have any more quarterbacks. George Kittle. We'll see, but we got to win this game. I really think that we're going to win in a laugher. I think we're going to blow them out. And I know that we haven't blown anybody out. We had the Eagles right where we needed them, but that's the Eagles. They were pretty healthy on offense. But I really think that we're gonna take it to them. It's gonna be ugly. I'm really hoping for Jimmy Garoppolo to get mop up duty. And let me put the chat up. Jimmy Garoppolo to get mop up duty in the fourth quarter. Maybe throw a touchdown pass. The bang bang escalator gang goes down the escalators by the late third quarter, early fourth quarter. I'm looking forward to it. I'm calling it now. I'm I really believe that we're going to whip that ass. They shouldn't be on the same field with us. This team here, uh, they're all beat up. There's no Kittle. There's no Ayuk. Um, uh, Pearsall, this NASCAR driver, has had a great season so far, but he's hurt too. How can the man get shot, come back, and to his credit, but have all these other ailments? Like, really, dude? You must have used your superpower on that. I mean, I'm not making light of it. I'm glad he's okay. But the man got shot. That's courageous. That's all these things. Props to him that he wasn't. He lived, and terrible ordeal, But you came back from a a bullet wound, and you can't stay on the field for in a football game. Um, he's got some kind of PCL or something. I hope he plays. Um, they've got a bunch of it's they always say this too. If we were healthy, well, when are the Niners healthy? Just like us, we are always beat up, man. We played the Super Bowl, both Super Bowls, 2018 and 2021. We were beat up. We didn't even have Cooper Cup for 2018, right? We were down to our third string tight end in 2021 Super Bowl. OBJ was about on his way to win an MVP, and he got hurt. And so, it is what it is. But let's get into the chat. We'll get right into it. But yes, indeed, I think the Rams are going to win this game. I expect them to sweep the Niners. And this was even before we heard the injuries. They got Robert Saleh back, who embarrassed himself. The man was calling out Liam Cohen. You never call out a branch of the McVay coaching tree. Calling out Liam Cohen, talking about, they still signals over there. He's not a head coach. Dude, you're not a head coach. You're out of line. You crawled back to the Niners to be a defensive head coach, and you're acting like you're calling out the other head coach. By the way, Liam Cohen has the job that Robert Saleh was favored to get. So not only did Liam Cohen hand Kyle Shanahan and Robert Saleh the L, he has the head coaching job. He has a head coaching job that Robert Saleh was allegedly or reportedly the front runner to have with the Jaguars. So you got that. There's always something going on over there. That's why I always make fun of them. But who else? Jakrowski Tart was in the house. You remember Jakarski Tart, the guy that dropped the when Stafford threw it deep in the NFC Championship game, he dropped it. And if only Jakarski Tart would have caught it, well, he was in Ninerville and probably brought him bad luck. But anyway, we'll get into the chat. I can't wait for this game. I'm going to go to this game. I hope the Ramili shows up like we did this last game. We showed him. I tweeted, we better pump up those speakers, because the Colts guy was talking about, they pump in noise. They pump in noise. And like, okay, man, okay. But yeah, it was a full house. Ram fans were loud. They didn't need to pump in volume, but who cares? They got the dub, they got the L, and I love it. Robert Clinton says, what's our chances by beating the Niners on Thursday? It's a good chance, man. We really should not. We're favored. I haven't seen the latest line. Let's see what the latest line is. I'll tell you right now. We are favored, and we are at home. And yes, there will be a lot of SoCal Niner fans / Dodger fans. I'm faithful for the Bay. Go Dodgers. Those are two different sports. So you can't be faithful to the Bay and then say go Dodgers. Okay, let's see the line. Hold on. Thursday night football, man. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Hold on. But yeah, I'm going to be at the game. My guy Stockton's going to be at the game. We're going to be at the round table, the NFC West round table show. I got to tell my guy Jake to not be so easy on the Niner fans, on Jesse. I know Jesse's a good guy, but you got to give it to him, man. Because believe me, if the Rams were down in the dumps, he'd be making fun of our team. That's it, and it's a Rams birthright, a Ram fan's birthright to make fun of the Niners. You don't have to be a jerk about it, but you can if you want to. Let's see. Rams are favored to win their fifth matchup against the Niners. Yes, I know that. But what is the odds? The spread currently is favored by 3.5. I thought in some circles it was 4. So 3.5. 3.5. Hold on. Let me switch. Let me change this. This up real quick. Hold on. There we go. That's much better. There we go. Doctor says Rumba already has all the excuses ready. That's why I was hoping San Francisco would be healthy. Who cares? As long as we keep beating them, I don't care. Because you know what? They don't care when we have excuses, valid excuses. They don't care. So I don't care either. Jesus 50 says Niners better be ready for their bang bang. Yes, indeed, Jesus. It's going to get ugly, man. It's going to get ugly. I really think because we haven't played a full game. What better game for us to play on both sides of the ball all the way through than against this team that we hate? And hate's a ugly word. I understand that. But it's just like the Lakers and Celtics. Let me give you another reason why we hate the Niners. Look at this here. Hold on. Let me reset this for you. Look at that. You know, Fred Warner's a great player, but he can be a punk. And this is what he did again. And I don't think there was a call for this either on that. And if that's Mahomes or whatever or whoever, they call that. You know, there's a reason why Aaron Donald, and that's the NFC Championship game. Look at that. So yeah, whip that ass. There's no mercy. You know, I come from a long line of Ram fans that hate the Niners. You know, and so just like Aaron Donald, I take his cue that I can't stand the Niners. I hate them. That's just like me too, man. That's exactly me too. I respect the good players, though. You know, you want to have, you know, it would be funny if we always ramsacked them all the time, like the Arizona Cardinals. But it's kind of boring. You know, you want to win, though. Don't get me wrong, but you know, it's kind of boring. Like we want some competition. So I appreciate their great players, but yeah, I'm looking forward to this. You know, if you remember the last game, Puka Nakua. At Levi South, Levi North. Here we go. Sorry, I almost said their word. Hold on. Here we go.
Watch him secure this. This is the strength that this guy has. Watch him.
Hold on. Pause.
Watch him secure this. This is the strength that this guy has. The right hand gets that left hand and just holds on for dear life.
Puka Nakua is that dude, man. Puka Nakua is a force to be reckoned with. One of the greatest Rams of all time already. Receivers, he's on a record pace. And he's going to take his place amongst the Rams wide receiver greats, man. His jersey already hangs in Canton for that rookie year. Because of that rookie year, the greatest rookie year by an NFL wide receiver. And I'm looking so forward to it, man. Let's see. I'm looking forward to this game. If we won by one, I'll take it. But I really think that we're gonna beat them good. We're gonna beat them good, and as well we should. They're beat up. They're hobbling. You know, you put your foot on their neck. You show no doubt. Show no doubt. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, we just got to get physical, do our thing. Here we go.
Pressure, and then they end up only bringing 4. You see him walked up, and then Young drops, but there is a nice stunt there. I think it caused enough confusion there that eventually Purdy, just nobody downfield. And
by the way, you remember Dominic Pooney, right? He kind of regressed towards the end of the year. Look at number 91, Kobe Turner. Throw the man, a la right here, 91 Kobe Turner. Look at Dominic Pooney right there, 77. He's a decent offensive lineman, but he kind of regressed, kind of slowed down, kind of hit a ceiling. Look at him. Watch this. Watch him.
Stunt there. I think it caused enough confusion.
Hold on. Oops,
there
too far. Hold on. Here we go.
Young drops, but there is a nice stunt there. I
Get
think
off
it
me.
caused enough confusion there that
right here. Look at someone.
Purdy,
Get our way.
nobody downfield, and they
get over here. I'm looking forward to a lot of that, man. The return of the fearsome foursome. I can't wait, baby. I can't wait. Let's see. Stockers, we will be live from SoFi Stadium in 72 hours. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Stockers, we got lucky on Sunday. McVay needs to improve. I'll take it, though. We've had our own bullshit luck, honestly. SG says, hi, Ramita. How you doing, man? I appreciate you. Shockford says, Rudy, it's Niner week. Bang, bang. Bang, bang, escalator gang. Stockton says, we should be undefeated. I'd rather have beaten Philly and lost to India. That's okay, though. We'll have that bad taste in our mouth in case we play them in the playoffs. My guy Troy says, breaking update. Purdy just threw another interception. Brock, you guys are funny, man. I tweeted today. I go, I tweeted Richard Sherman, and I said, Rich, I coined the phrase. I coined him Brock Dirty, but I was messing around. But this is. You gotta admit, Richard Sherman, that this is horrible. I think he's thrown something like 7 picks in 8 games, something like that. Saga says, I'd rather face Turdy than Jones. Yeah, because he can't move around, but it's I mean, both of them. I mean, he can't move like he could right now with his toe. Speaking about Purdy. And Mac Jones, he's been playing pretty good. He's gotten used to the Niners, but he'll be statuesque. But as long as we do what we're supposed to, as long as we run the ball, as long as we're physical, as long as we're scoring 7, we'll be fine. Bring those Niners, yes indeed, baby. We're gonna take them around behind the shed. Jacques 42 says, "Tribe duck season for Brock." It's just Mac Jones has knee problems. Yep, they're all beat up, man. The Bang Bang Niner gang is banged up. Stockman says, Rams cannot take the Niners lightly. Keep the pressure on and run the score up. Would be embarrassing to lose against the beat. Oh, man, I don't even want to think about that. I remember shades of Jared Goff, man. We had no business losing to like the Chris Mullins and all that shit. Masters, what's up, everybody? Good to see the Remelian, the host. Great win. Now let's go smack the escalator gang. Exactly right. That's exactly right. Dom says everyone is injured. Yep. Everyone is injured, man. It's like a mash unit over there, but leave no doubt. That is what it is, man. They just like back in the day, Ken Norton Jr. and all them didn't feel sorry for us when we trucked out Tony Banks out there and guys were beat up and they were clearly the better team. They still whipped our ass. That's what we need to do. It is what it is, man. Try says Jacques 42 smoke JM 617. Dom says bang 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 handicap gang. ASG says 49ers stink that Bosa is in the second coming of Reggie White. Yeah, no, he's no Reggie White. He's no Reggie White for sure. Jacques 40 says 617 hide it. Dr. Rombo is even saying he expects to lose because of oh, Rombo, God bless you, man. God bless you. Salah's a bully. Be trying to beat up a little Ian, Liam Cohen. That's the special teams is the worst in the NFL. Yeah, man. I mean, at least we blocked this time. Our if you're talking about our special teams against the well, you know what? I told you guys that I forgot that we had. I think was it the Titans game that we had one block too, a field goal. Or was it it was a field goal or I don't remember. We had a kick blocked, and then we had those two field goals attempts blocked. Duval Punksala. Stocks Rammers are favored by 5.5. Oh, I had AI overview said 3.5, but I'll take it. I'll take it. AK says hope Rams draft Fernando Mendoza for the first round pick from the Falcons. Yeah, that's a great comment, AK, because we have their number one pick, man. Imagine us winning the Super Bowl at Levi Stadium. It'll be beautiful, right? If we can do that. And then we still got the number one pick. Woo! Tribe says Remelia world champ, Rambo world champ, go Dodgers. Yes, indeed, baby. Yes, indeed. The Dodgers got to do it. Dom says by 14. I think that we're going to beat him. I think we're going to win. I said this against the Eagles, and I was right until I was wrong. I said that we're going to win comfortably up against the Eagles, and we were on our way, man. But I'm not even going to say that here. I just think we're going to beat them up. We're going to beat them up. AK says, can you guys imagine the Rams will play Stafford next year with Fernando Mendoza? I got to watch more filming because I'm a USC fan, AK. I'll check it out, man. But as long as he could do the job, man, if Matthew Stafford wins the Super Bowl, if we win the Super Bowl, he may ride off into the sunset. Jack Roy Williams says, Rams need a lockdown cornerback. I agree with you. We didn't draft anybody this year. We got Josiah Stewart. We even moved up to get Chris Paul. Nah, I'm not going to mention that no more. We moved up to get Chris Paul Jr. and we let him go. We let him unprotected. Yeah, we definitely need one though. But it'll be a little bit less stinger. It'll be less stinging with the Witherspoon back in the fold because he's got the long. He just plays good with our defense. I'm not going to sit there and say he's a Pro Bowler, but he does really well and is very serviceable, and at times is overpowering on certain wide receivers because of the wingspan and the experience. So he's come a long way. Dom says Rams by 3 is a good bet. I hope it's more than that, but I'll take it even at 1. As long as we beat them, that'll be the 4th game in a row, right? The 4th game that we beat them, we swept them, and then we beat them again. Well, we beat them, and then we swept them, and then we get him. If we get him this time, it'll be the 4th time in a row. Fred the Bully. Yep. DHB says, just left work, Ramila. Why was Stetson Bennett a scratch from the game? Is he falling on I don't know what's going on. I asked the Rams I think she's an athletic reporter, Sarah Barshop. You guys probably see her on my community posts. And I'm going to have to ask my guy. I have a guy that gets back to me on stuff. I'll have to ask him, but I was wondering why he's a late scratch. Because I would love for us I told you guys this before, that I would love for us to use like Taysom Hill plays for Stafford. Like the damn quarterback sneak. He can't do it, and he's got a bad back. Stop that shit. Put Stetson Bennett in there, and he can even run it in around the corner because he can get to the edge. He can do a quarterback sneak better than Stafford. Have some Taysom Hill plays in there, so you kind of change it up. Put him in there at the same time as Stafford because he can be like a little scat back or something if you need him to be. But yeah, it just adds a new wrinkle, It gives them something to think about, and they're covering our receivers deep, and then he has all that room to run around. I mean, of course, you're not going to use it time after time, but you bring that out at the right times. Jack Roy says Jared Verse is going to sack Mac Jones, and it's a trip is Jared Verse they're double teaming him. He's getting the Aaron Donald treatment, triple teaming him. Byron Young is doing his thing, man. He leads the sacks. He leads the NFL with sacks, I believe. I saw that with 5. Byron Young he's gotten better, man. We got the 2 bookends. You got the 2 bookends, and then in the middle we got Kobe Turner, Brandon Fisk, the return of the fearsome foursome, and it even goes to a deep 6 with Tyler Davis and Poona Ford got his first sack. And then you can't disrespect Munchinson and guys like that. Josiah Stewart played a great game filling in for the guys on the edge. Tip your cap to on the one play though that I got to give some there. Where was Omar Spates and the landman on that where they pushed the tight end into the end zone and the defensive backs had him. The tight end stopped, but you know how they come and push the guy in. But where's Omar Spates and and Landman? They probably got blocked and out of the picture, but. I was like, we need some more. Where are you guys at? They pushed the tight end in on 4th down. I was like, man, we had him. Yeah, she says Trent Williams looks old and slow and injured. Young should feast on. I can't wait, man. There's another thing exactly right. Asia, let's make it 4 in a row. Yes, indeed, baby. Yes, indeed. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. And also, too, besides Niner Week, it's Victory Monday. So here we go.
Down a touchdown. 3:25 to go. They'll go. Stafford looking, throws. Nakua with the catch and the touchdown.
I'm looking for Puka Nakua to have another big game Thursday. I'm looking for Devontae Adams to have a big game Thursday. I would love for us to take the bubble wrap off of Terrence Ferguson. Yes, indeed. And then this man needs the ball.
Look unstoppable. First down and 10 at the 12. Matthew Stafford, 49 game-winning drives in his career. Trying to start one here, and he's got Atwell all alone. 2-2 Atwell, and it's 2-2 goodbye. One play, 88 yards.
I know we've all been saying it, but who's been saying, get Tutu the ball? Who else is going to do an 88-yard? I love you, Sean McVay. That's my dude. That's my head coach. But you got it, man. Sometimes people can see things that you're not looking at. I know you realize it and you say it, that we're going to use Tutu more this week. We're going to use Tutu more this week. We're going to use Tutu more. Do it. Do it. So that was a great play. I'll take it. It came out at the right time. And then here's our guy, Sean McVay, the best coach in the NFC. Talking about the win.
Bring it up. Here we go. Hey, I won't be long, man. I can't tell you enough. All right, how proud I am of the resilience, the way that you guys just fought, the way we responded. Give it up for yourself for that. Hey, there is not one guy that I can highlight because so many guys were instrumental in us being able to get that one right there. All right, but it took, all of us together. That's what it looks like. I'm really proud of you guys, man. And hey, we'll enjoy this for a short amount of time, and then you guys get your ass ready for recovery. First place in the division on the line. Man. Hey, love you guys. Make sure, we start that recovery right now. We got a great challenge. We'll turn this. Who said that? Hey, you ready? All right, man. Way to ruin the mood, right? All right, hey, unbelievable job. All right, but get yourselves turned over and recovered right here. You guys will end up having a little lift tomorrow. We'll come back in on Tuesday. We'll be ready to roll. But like I said, man, there's something about this team. I love you guys. All right, so proud of you guys. Let's just keep building together, man. One day at a time. Matthew Stafford, give one. Great job today, man. Battle. We know we got to turn this thing around quick.
can do it again Thursday, huh? Win on three. 1, 2, 3. Win.
And so there it is. So today was a rest day, pretty much. Maybe some lifting, and then we get back after it on Tuesday. Let the guys' bodies heal up. It's a short week. Everyone pretty much came unscathed, and yeah, you got to stick Matthew Stafford for the next couple of days in the Immortal trailer, and we're ready to roll, baby. We're ready to roll. I'm looking forward to this game, baby. We haven't played all. We're 3-1. The last time we were 3-1, we went to the Super Bowl and won in 2021. So as much as we're like, we should be 4-0 for sure. But if that team could do it, this team can do it. And so, I'm looking forward to this game, man. I'm telling you, I would love for us to pull out our best game of the season, running on all cylinders, baby, all 8 cylinders. We got to wait. We got to get in the red zone, score 7, and instead of field goals. And like I said, I'll take a 1-point win. But yeah, Rasmus says Salas is weirdo. Get up. He likes to go. His thing is he likes to jog up on the stadium bleachers. But yeah, I really think that we're going to handle business at SoFi. Bang bang escalator gang's gonna. What time should we go to the escalators? About now. Rasmus says I have no sympathy for the Niners and their fans. A few years ago, when we had injuries, they were beating us. They didn't hesitate. Yep, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Exactly what I'm talking about, man. I remember the old Rams were beat up and they were talking smack. The Niners, and they, I can't stand them. Here's our guy, Les Snead.
It was successful afternoon. Now we're to Monday of week 5. And you know what's interesting? To get to Monday of week 5, let's just go back a week. Let's start second half Philly. You have a sack fumble, you're up big. You go through that game. They make a little bit of a comeback. You get them in a heavyweight fight. You get them in some 3rd and longs, 4th downs. They convert. Into the game, they make a couple of plays. Gut punch to lose it. You get on the flight back. It's one of those flights where you just really want to land and play your next game. But guess what? It's Sunday night. You get to Monday of week 4, and you realize, wow, maybe we do need a little rest before we play because you got to still recover. And then you go through the week, and then you get to Sunday of week 4, and hey, let's take the end of the second half. You drive at 96 yards. You take a 3-point lead. You're getting the ball back. Start the second half, and somehow that third quarter becomes a little bit of back and forth, a lot of 3 and outs, no one scoring. And then, wow, they take the lead. We fumble, and the defense runs. There's a little bit of bad luck there. Defense runs out, makes a stop. We make a few plays, and it's successful. And the reason I say that is when you get to this portion of the season, and there's still 11 more weeks, there's a lot of ebbs and flows. So, yes, yesterday was successful. Today's been successful, as successful as a Monday can be, but got to stay in play, stay in the moment, on to week 5.
And Les Snead, listen, they have a plan. Dom says Niners have the worst special teams. Jags with an easy return. Yes, Xavier Smith needs to take advantage of it. Jordan Whittington, when you're out there too, whoever's kicked a return besides Xavier Smith, take care of it. No stupid holding, no stupid penalties. Like we had on our special teams. But Les Snead and McVay have a plan. They want, who's our rival in the NFC? The Seahawks, Arizona Cardinals, but more so the Niners, because the Niners have been to the Super Bowl a couple times, lost, been to the championship in a row a few times, been our nemesis in the regular season in years past. Nothing better to have beaten them in the NFC Championship game at SoFi, right? Then win the Super Bowl. Now come back, retooled. Aaron Donald retired, drafted wonderfully. Puka Nacua is the new star. Cooper Kupp's not there no more. Matthew Stafford's still there. We retooled the defense. We retooled the offensive line. and we got weapons galore, a running game too. And what else can we do but win the Super Bowl at Levi Stadium, the Niners Stadium, aka SoFi North? Matthew Stafford rides off into the sunset, and we draft his heir apparent with hopefully the Falcons will give us a top 5 pick. They have a plan, but even beyond that, Matthew Stafford doesn't ride into the sunset. We win the Super Bowl still. The Super Bowl's at SoFi Stadium the next year. So how about back to back, winning it twice at SoFi? Because in 2026, the Super Bowl's at SoFi. It's Levi this year, SoFi next year. So, and then the heir apparent of the quarterback that we drafted sits behind him. Because Witherspoon is not due back until December. We need to trade for a premium corner. Yeah, they'll look at that. We have assets to use that we can. Sauce Gardner, I hear that too. I'd like to get Sauce Gardner from the Jets, but they just paid him. They won't trade him. Plus, he's going to be a lot of money. Yes, it's Ram Insider, Rudy Rolly Sports. Because McVay has never used a second quarterback in a game for special plays. It's unfortunate. Would like to see see what creativity. I would love for my guy JB, and I'm going to see if I can tweet him if I can. I mean, there's so many people out there, but I'm going to JB Long. I'm going to say JB, can the next time you guys the next time that you guys do the show with the Super Bowl champion DeMarco Farr, and you have Coach there, can you do me a solid, and Ram fans a solid? Can you ask him, with Matthew Stafford's back the way it is, he's going strong right now, but, we don't want to chance it with the quarterback sneak or in those plays where we kind of struggle in offense to get a spark, to invoke some Taysom Hill type plays with Stetson Bennett. If he can visit that, because that will play, we can use that in the regular season to get our feet wet, and then use it in the playoffs somewhere. Because Stetson Bennett has played in some big games, man. He reminds me of Baker Mayfield. The cojones on that guy. The way he's fearless out there. He just needs the reps, and he's got himself together. Mentally now, and he's all in on the game. But I would love to have that just to because there's some times when we need a spark. Matthew Stafford, he couldn't run for that first down because he's not fast, stuff like that. We'll see. Jack Roy says, I want to see Josiah Stewart. Yep. I love Josiah Stewart. Great pickup, man. Another great pickup. Rasma says, they welcome also to Rasma Jacois Williams. All they have is attendance banners. We got a Super Bowl roster. They'll end up battling with Arizona for third place. Yes, indeed, baby. Yes, indeed. And I remember it wasn't too long ago. Here, let me show you. Hold on. Props to them. They have come a long way, right? The Niner fans, okay? But it wasn't that long ago. It was not that long ago, circa 2015, 2016, where Levi Stadium was a ghost town every game. And you wouldn't see two Niner fans at sports bars all around Southern California either, or NorCal. Well, I don't know about NorCal. I don't live there, but I'm just talking from my own experience. Let's see. Do I have the clip here? Hold on. If I don't, it's okay. But it was a ghost town. Niner fans were reneging on the season tickets. They were the Levi Stadium Authority Group, who owns the stadium, was pissed off because they wanted the Niners to be managed better. Reportedly, they were pissed off because they were losing money and income with people not showing up to games. It's going to happen again if they go back to last place and they're rebuilding, and with Brock Purdy, you're looking like he's not that guy. Let's see. I thought I had it on here. I got my other laptop that I used to use. It might be on there. But let me just see so I can show you. If not, it's not a big deal. I don't see it. That's okay. And props to Cam Kitchens with the picks, baby, for this last game.
Jones heaves it for Pittman on the sideline. Intercepted! Cam Curl's done it again! His second pick of the day! And that might salt it away for the Rams.
Yep, Tutu shut up a lot of people. But it also wasn't about that. It's just like we want him to get in 3 games. He got 1 attempt in each game. Like we gave the man $10 million, right? Find a way to get him involved more. Look what he can do, man. I've seen this before. The guy against the Niners last year did the same thing. He got us back in the content. He got us right there so we can kick the game-winning field goal. And he did his thing, man. He's a weapon. You can't cheat speed. You can't. ESG says the last time we played Baltimore, we played at their place. Why do we have to play at their place again? Yeah, I mean, same thing with the Cowboys sometimes. Yep. Talks I love McVay, but what's up with the Capri? Rasmus says best coach in the league, better than Reed. I don't care. Yep. Well, Reed's been having some tough times with that Kansas City Chiefs, but they got the second Super Bowl, so we'll give it to him for right now. McVay says McVay should have gave a game ball to Tutu and Cam Curl. He didn't give anyone a game ball. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Game ball to Adai Mitchell. Yeah. DeCroy says, "What do you think the Rams should make a trade for Greg Newsome or Rick Woolen?" Ooh. Anything's a possibility, man. We'll see how we do. And then usually it's after 5 games, 6 games ish, where they start figuring things out. We'll see. We'll see. Anything is a possibility with this team because they look at this team as, and rightly so, as Super Bowl caliber contenders, and so they'll do whatever they need to do to get us over the top. I can't believe Rudy hasn't worn his. I wore it yesterday. Hold on. Hold on. This movie was a trip, man. Hold on. Hold on. This movie. Hold on. Let me find. Hold on. Where the heck is the here we go. Poster. It was a better poster than that, but that's okay. All right, so this movie, let me show it to you. Hey, where'd you go? Hold on. This movie was a trip, man. Great actors, man. Benicio del Toro, Regina Hall, Tiana Taylor, Chase and Infinity. I'm not sure who that is. Sean Penn, Leonardo DiCaprio. That movie was a trip. Oh man, action movie and vigilante guys and political type movie. I didn't really know what it was, but it lit with all them actors. It couldn't go wrong. I wore it over there, and be careful not to get no popcorn on it. And guess who? The corner of my eye as we got up. We got there late. My dog got on the fence. One of the dogs of ours, and we had to go find her. Luckily, she was there. We got her. She dug and got underneath the fence. Got her back. We got there a little bit late. It was already on. Got all the drinks and popcorn stuff. And so the movie's over. I stand up, and I'm like this with my Puka jersey, making sure everybody can see the back. And then I look over like this, and here comes somebody with the McCaffrey. I look over, go bang bang. No, just kidding. I just let them. They're having a good time. I'm not going to be an ass, just kind of. But yeah, that movie's a trip. A song that says "Can't Believe." So we got that one already. But yeah, I did wear it yesterday. Beck says, "What's wrong with the Niners, bro? They can't catch a break." I don't know, man. It's in the water or something. Injuries suck. Rasmus says D-Mac was saying if the Rams win the Super Bowl, Donnie Mitchell should get a ring. I love D-Mac, man. He's funny. I got to get him on here. And plus he does the Dodgers stuff too. He's funny too. I got to get him on here. Let's see. Hold on. Jackford, the midnight jersey looks nice. Lots of people wearing them. Yeah, it kind of grew on me. Stockton hooked me up with that jersey, and he got the authentic one though too. He goes, I didn't buy that cheap one. That cheap one looks good too. I mean, honestly, I seen it in person too. But I want to get maybe I'll pick up a Stafford one or a verse. Doctor says, I can't. Oh, we got that already. Okay, I can't believe week 5 in the NFL, 20% of the season is over. It's just insane how fast it goes. Yup. Think it'll be 16 bits. It's Thursday. Let's go Rams. Yes, indeed, baby. Yes, indeed. Patrick says, I like a good old rivalry with the Niners. Always want to see a no injury game. Yep, me too. I want mano a mano. And this goes way back to when the Rams were in Anaheim. You'd have the Jim Everett and Flipper Anderson and Henry Ellard against Ronnie Lott, Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, John Taylor. So going to be SoFi North. As a NorCal Rams fan, I love saying that too. Yes, indeed, baby. Yes, indeed. Because that's our house too. It's not just about the fans, right? Hold on. Where did I get it? Did I get it? We all remember this though. Somebody posted this. This is when the Niners weren't that great. Now look at all the Ram fans. This is Rams Niner game. All the Ram fans. You didn't worry about the Niner fans then. Like I told you, 2015, we came back to Los Angeles 2016, right? You see maybe a couple sprinkled in little red jerseys in there. Little red jersey. That wasn't even a thing. And so then now they're talking all kinds of smack. They're walking around other people's stadiums with the tag still sticking out of the back. And man, come on now, man. Come on now. And then what is this? Somebody please explain to me this. Please, eyes on the screen. Okay? Now, let me just get this out of the way so you guys can see this real quick in the chat. You're a Niner fan, okay? You're at SoFi Stadium watching the game, okay? You're watching the Niners play on your phone. I tell you, man, they want to be LA so bad. And then they go, and then during the week, they'll be like, go Dodgers. I don't know, man. It's I've never seen anything like it. I understand the Rams weren't here for a long time, but can't you pick another team, not a no-cal team? I don't know what it is about these guys, these folks, but they're going to be going down the escalators in despair in a couple days. It's coming. It's coming. It is coming. And I'm going to be there to witness it like I was the last time. It's Niners week. And when you have the Niners in there, you got to put it as WEAK. Niners week. Or as we call them also, Soft Francisco. AKA the Can't Get Right crew. AKA Not This Year Either. AKA Bang Bang Escalator Gang. AKA oh boy, I tell you, they got a lot of nicknames. Only one team has ever got a nickname in the NFC Championship game, and that's them. I can't wait, baby. I can't wait. Hold on. Let me get back to the chat. Let me catch up to you guys. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Remember, Brown's mom says, Rudy, ready to cook whiner sickness again. I reached out we talked to each other. Yeah. Now Ben, he's ready to go. He started screaming again. He was working, doing other things. So he's doing really well. My guy, Niner sickness. The Half Navajo says, it's a rivalry, so let's always be prepared for a tight game. Levi Stadium is going to need to sell. Yep. Yeah, the rivalry games go out the window, but I really think we got them in this one, man. Well, we'll see. I'll take it by 1 point, like I said. Rams Don says Verse was playing like a madman. Yes, indeed, baby. Jack Ford says, go Dyers, Rams. Go Rams. Number one. Love it. Cam the Ram Curl. I cannot wait, man. I cannot wait. Raz Miles says, Rams safety so underrated. Curl, Lake, and Kitchens. McCullough. I love McCullough. Yep, you're exactly right. I love McCullough, man. McCullough thumped. He thumped Hurts on that play, and he did it. He got in there again this last time. I love them. They just need more experience, man. They'll get better. They'll get better for sure. It's just we just need that's why we're trying to get Ramsey to have some veteran leadership in there. Then Witherspoon kind of plays that, but he got hurt. We'll be fine. We'll make a deal if we need to, if it's available. Round said Mitchell cost Indy 2 TDs, the fumble and the holding penalty on Taylor TD. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's what happened. That's been happening to us during the year. We have a big play called back. We have a big play called back. They call some BS. Rams Don says, how'd that Indy cornerback feel about the crowd? No, yeah, it was loud. It was loud. Yep. And then you had the other fan bases jumping in. I'm like, shut up. Rams Don says, in McVay we trust. Yes, indeed, baby. Jack Roy says, to me, the 49ers are just like the Cowboys, an accident waiting to happen. Yeah, I call them the Cowboys West. Rams John says, would have done it, Rudy. The bang bang. Yeah, I was going, but then he's with this lady. Sometimes I do, man. I do. Sometimes I do, but and it's in good spirits, not mean spirits, like when we watch them. Rasmus says, Tutu cook Cam Bynum. Man, the guy's got two. Man, he was shooken. He did AI. Let's do the on Wednesday we'll do the keys to the game. But give me two players that you think is going to be key in this game on offense. Give me one player on offense and defense that you think is going to be key to the game. And then on Wednesday we'll do the scores and stuff. Rams says Arizona rivalries jerseys looks like a tortilla. Yeah, the shark jerseys. Yep. John Bomber says in less than 5 weeks we play the Whiners twice. Yes, indeed. Oh, by the way, thank you, John, for your prayers and all you guys too for my prayers for my mom. She's doing well. She's home. She had an infection, and so she's doing well. She's just getting her strength back. And but thank you guys for your prayers and well wishes. Thank you guys. The other live I mentioned it. Yeah, she said, did you see how the Bear fans took over? Like, yeah, that's the thing. That's pretty cool though. You know, we had a lot of fans go to Tennessee. And so that's pretty neat, you know. Especially those other fan bases. I like that because a lot of Bear fans, you know, I don't think somebody's gonna be a bandwagon Bear fan. I'm just saying, right? The Foreskins beat Seattle, Arizona, and New Orleans, and they lost. That's what I was saying, man. They Jaden Daniels didn't play, right? I don't know, but I was like, you had one job to do. One job. Yep. Yeah, she says the Rams' white, navy blue jerseys are nice. The fearsome foursome jerseys. Rasmus says Levi Stadium is ass. It's horrible, man. You get a suntan by halftime. Love it. Rams win says I heard D-Mac say bang bang Esker gang. Yeah. He's coming around on that. John Bauer says Carl with 2 magnificent plays. I hope he gets a bonus this week. Yeah, man. They're gonna get better. They're good. Not inexperienced. Still learning the way, still learning what they can do, learning the game, learning what they can get away with. By the time we get later in the season and then into the playoffs, they're going to be right there. But we'll probably make a move though if we need it. Batch says Jimmy G's going to be cheesing on Thursday like he was in Philly game. Listen, I really hope that we win the game number 1. But I really want him to get some mop-up duty. Stockton was laughing because I was hoping he was going to get mop-up duty against the Eagles, but we couldn't come through. Dr. Purdy finessed the Whiners for that money. John Mars Tutu off a catalytic converter and blasted into the end zone. Yes, indeed, baby. Yes, indeed. Second B says, glad your mom is good, Rudy. Thank you. I appreciate you. Soccer says, key player on defense is Landman. Yep. To show McCaffrey out on the backfield. To shadow McCaffrey out of the backfield. He's the only weapon that can hurt us. And he's not the same McCaffrey, too, so that's what's good, too. But if we can hold Saquon, we got to get this old dude. Ram Josh is 31-19. Cool. I don't like how McVay didn't give Tutu a game ball. He should have to hype him up, and he should have to hype him and help his confidence. Yeah, that's the thing. Some guys you got to get him the ball early, and get him confidence, and it helps him a lot. It helps him a lot. Some guys don't need that. Like Tutu don't need it. Devontae Adams don't need it. Devontae Adams is a Hall of Fame receiver, but certain guys don't need it. Tutu does because he doesn't get a lot of targets. Rasmus, offense, Steve Avila, we need him out there. Yes, indeed. That to you from your lips to God's ears. Hopefully he'll be out there. Defense, Byron Young. They'll be focused on a verse. Yeah, Byron Young is eating, man. He's eating. John Bomber says after we beat the Whiners, can we have Rob on your show? I'll put it out there, but I don't think he wants to. Jose R says, let's get Ferguson in there. Yes, take the bubble wrap off of Ferguson. Let's see what he can do, man. He's not a quarterback. You can learn on the field. It's a kid's game. You know? Hey, here, I'm a coach, right? Hey, Terrence. Do your thing, man. Be physical, hold on to the ball, catch it. It's a kid's game. Be smart. By the way, did you see I don't know about the Jaguars quarterback, man. I know he's got a lot of I know people talk a lot of stuff on him, but what it's you got to have it between the ears. And he's got the talent. He made some plays. He's kind of taking longer to, and plus the coaches aren't that great, I guess, over there. Liam Coleman might help him, but it's before Liam Coleman got there. But Did you see that he slid out of bounds? Like, dude, stay in bounds. Like that's Pop Warner stuff. The clock. Stay in bounds. He was kind of like pointing. And I didn't really slide out of bounds. Let's see. She says it's going to be 31-3 lead by the Rams. Jimmy G time. I would love it, man. I hope so. God, I'd be so happy. Me and Stockton would be so happy, man. I'll go walk over there on that side. And I told Stockton, I'll be like, I'll be on that side. Bang, bang. And Stockton on this side. Escalator gang. To the escalators. So I met game ball after the game, Rudy, in the locker room. No, that's what I know what you're talking about. I know what you mean, but I'm just talking about before the game to get him off, But yeah, after the game, that would help too for his confidence. Ram Johnson Stafford is an early MVP candidate. He's been doing his thing, man. And it's funny because we're like, he didn't play his great game, but we still could have blown him out. That shows that the Rams have arrived. Well, they've arrived where they can get to being one of the best teams, but we haven't had the full two half game. Rams Johnson says, Fergie, get your ass in the game. Yes, indeed. John Bomber says, no game ball for Tutu. That's just wrong, Stalker. Yep. Yeah, she's Trevor Lawrence might be Geno Smith. He's had a lot of time, man. But coaches too tie into that. And yeah, but back to Matthew Stafford. This is a bad man. Glock 9. 29 out of 41, 375 yards, 3 tutties, 123.5 rating. That man is amazing. That's my quarterback, baby. That's my quarterback. That's Glock 9, Super Bowl champion, soon to be Hall of Famer. That is my quarterback. I'm trying to find a hat, Stockton, to wear with the jersey. I might not wear a hat, but I was trying to find a hat. That's the jersey I got. Me and Stockton got us both the Nakua. That's the one I was asking. That one I told him I wanted. And I'm trying to find a hat, but I don't see. I see that have black hats that are supposed to go with that. And I have the Super Bowl one. It's black. Maybe I won't wear a hat. Sometimes when you're watching the game, damn hat's in the way. Speaking of Jared Verse and Byron Young, look at Nacho Libre of Jared Verse, man. Remember that play when he against the Vikings last year when he dove, and I did a video of Nacho Libre, flying like that. I am. Look, coming into your living rooms. Danny Dimes coming into Danny Dimes' lap. Here we go.
And do a lot of different things. Jared Verse is off the line. He's a stack linebacker. Times it. It's just not really fair for Tanner Bortolini right there. I mean, he's snapping the ball. He's looking to his left. He looks up, and here comes Jared Verse.
And props to Jared. Props to Danny Dimes. He was throwing some nice balls out there, man. That's a vicious pass rush, man. So very impressive, very impressive. We got the win, so I can say that. Because he did throw that ball. Mitchell did that knucklehead move. It wasn't his fault. But hey, we got a break. We needed a break. We needed a break, right? People have been getting breaks on us, so We need it and we'll take it. I'm not gonna. It is what it is, man. You just as long as you get the W, that's all that matters. Let's get some quick highlights from last week's game.
Really, I mean, people talk about his arm talent, his cerebral skills, but his toughness has always been the most impressive thing to me.
Puka Nacua, his first catch. Stafford into the end zone. Devontae Adams with the touchdown. And the 96-yard Rams drive puts 6 on the board and grabs the lead late first half.
Well, he had one of the safeties move. Watch the safety back here in the back.
Down a touchdown. 3:25 to go. They'll go. Stafford looking, throws. Nacua with the catch and the touchdown.
I'm going to cut it short there because if you guys saw the stream, was it the last stream? No, not the stream before last. I was just showing the last drive, the highlights that from last year's game in Philadelphia, and YouTube cut off my stream. I came back on a different stream, but I was like, "That's ridiculous. This is an old game. Everybody saw that. People do channels on highlights all the time. I'm not even showing you the whole game highlights. I'm showing you one drive." I didn't even get to finish that drive. So anyway, we'll cut that short. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Matthew Stafford. Remember, Matthew Stafford doesn't like the Niners either. So I'm looking forward to it. Puka's numbers through 4 games are insane. Yep. Batch's the only player I respect on the Niners is Fred Warner. Can't dislike that dude. Bro plays with lots of hearts, kind of like Puka. Yep. He's a really good player, but he does some cheap crap, and he hit Stafford in the back. That's the only thing I don't like about him. But he's a great player. Because we are going to get Puka hurt if we keep going. We got to mix the ball around, man. And that makes you so much more dangerous. But still, he's basically carrying the team. John Morris says Puka had 14 targets, 30 catches for 170 yards, and his first TD through the air. Yes, indeed. ESG says, why do we try QB stick and never? Yeah, it's hard because Stafford can't do it. There's nothing wrong with that. He's been in the league for a long time. That wasn't his strong suit. Jimmy, Stetson's been inactive. I don't know why. I'm going to find out for you. But put somebody else in there when everybody knows it's going to be a quarterback sneak and we still can't stop it. I don't know. When everybody else knows, when we know that they're doing quarterback sneak, you can still do it. Put somebody else in. Save his back, too. You don't need people jumping on his back, bending him forward. And plus, he can't do it. Rasmus says, we know how good Puka is. Now the rest of the league fan base is taking notice. Yeah, there was an ego guy. I lit him up on Twitter. He's talking about, he's not as good as people say. Oh, really? I lit him up. Round John says, they hate the... let's see. Oh, okay. So there's got an IH8. I hate the... I hate the the two sad faces. Rasmus says, remember when the media wouldn't even mention Puka and Devontae as one of the best wide receivers? Yeah, it's crazy. They hate us because they ain't us. John Bauer says, Rudy, what's going on with Jared Verse with an injury to his hand? They haven't really mentioned nothing as far as let's look. I haven't seen anything like it's going to keep him out or anything. I think he's fine. Hold on. I mean, he's going to play for sure. I hadn't seen anything about his hand. Like they had the early thing about the knee. I don't see nothing. I don't see anything about his hand. Doctor says, did you ever find out why YouTube cut you out? No. It's hard to get through to them. It's stupid. Rasmus, I like Jake, but week 1 he was saying Lamb was better than Puka. Oh, really? I mean, everybody has a right to their opinion. I'll say that CD Lamb is more experienced, but they're two different receivers. And Puka's. I was talking to a guy at work today. He's a Dolphins fan, and he goes, "You know what? You're right." I go, "Look, basically Puka Nacua is Deebo Samuel, but he can run routes and he can catch." He saw. He gave me a fist bump, and he's a Dolphin fan. He go, man, because the way Puka runs people over, and he can run routes, and he can catch. And I go, also, too, I threw in, he's not a diva. You don't have to worry about him acting stupid, or trying to, act dumb and get a raise when he has a contract. So, but yeah, I can say this, that I don't agree with that. Even before this year, they're just two different receivers and they're both good. But if you notice the drops that CD Lamb dropped against the Cowboys, I think Puka's got better hands. He was catching balls with a jacked up thumb too. But yeah, everybody has a right to their opinion, but they're both good. That surprised me though that he said that. Ramsdon says Verse forced fumble was huge. It pushed the Colts back. Yeah, that he's doing some Lawrence Taylor stuff, man. Rasmus said Warner's dirty as F. There was a play too, like he's plays borderline. You like if he was on our team, we would kind of like that, right? You don't want to be dirty, but you like a guy with edge. 2022, he did some kind of play, and I guess he gets all into it and stuff. But there was reportedly some play where IU got hit by Fred Warner, and they were calling it a dirty play because they didn't have pads. Oh man, but yeah. So John Barber says, "Rumble called the FCC, the Frisco Crime Commission, to take Rudy off the air." Ralph Johnson says, "F all them dudes in red." Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, there's a punk ass. Yeah, no, Fred. That's the thing he did. That's the thing too. Batcher is Warner doesn't need to do that. Like, I mean, you got to show some respect, man. Like we wouldn't do that to Joe Montana. Like this year, like let me show you. We wouldn't do this to Joe Montana. In the NFC Championship game. And Stafford's like, what the fuck? What's going on? Excuse my language. Look, he's standing there. Stafford, and I don't know if he apologized for that. Probably didn't. But Stafford is a guy that has earned his he's earned the right to not have that happen to him. You wouldn't do that to Tom Brady, would you? And I'm just saying because Stafford has won a lot of games. He's in the top 10 of so many categories, top 5. He will be a Hall of Famer. That's what I mean by that. And you don't do that to somebody like that, man. Come on, that's Bush League. LA Ram says, "What's happening, everyone?" And hit the like and thank you, man. I always forget. We're having a good time just chilling. Talking about the Rams versus Niners. It's Niners week. Yes, indeed. Hit the like, guys. It helps the algorithm so people can find the Vermelia Sports Report. We could all be here all together. Tell people at work, family members, usually here on Mondays and Wednesdays, 7:05. We'll add days, some unannounced lives, stuff like that as well. And Saturdays too. I've been doing Saturdays, but mostly Mondays and Wednesdays, 7:05. Right now I'm working more, so I come in a little later. Let's see. But yeah, appreciate you, LA Rams. Oh, they got it. I had it up to the faces. So the whiners, that means the IH8, the whiners. Got it. Thank you. Rams says CC. I keep saying I want to say CC. CD played like CC against the Eagles. No hands lamb. Hands down. But yeah, we'll see you guys on Wednesday. We'll get to the scores and stuff, and we'll have the injury report, stuff like that. See who they're going to actually have playing, and so we'll see what's going on with that. So, all right, guys, I appreciate you guys for coming in. We'll see you guys Wednesday, 8:05, because I work later. Actually, let me double check my schedule. The night before the game, I think I even said Saturday because we're used to Sundays, but Saturdays I'm usually here for Sunday games too. I try to come in, not all the time, but usually it's Mondays and Wednesdays, 7:05. Let me see what my schedule is on Wednesday. Okay, cool. 7:05. Oh, it goes my grandson. 7:05 on Wednesday, right the night before the game, and we'll be here, guys. So we'll see you guys on Sunday. Look for the alert. All right, guys. I'm gonna call it a night. We'll see you guys Wednesday, 7:05. As we always say, may the Remili be with you. And Remulators, mount up. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. 7:05 Wednesday night before the game. Thank you, John. Appreciate you guys. Ralph John says, "Are you going to do a Friday game? A Friday show post game?" Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. Might even do it Thursday night, man. If everything happens the way it should, maybe even to vent if it goes the wrong way, it'll be later. So keep an eye on it. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys Wednesday, 7:05.